In the last lesson, we learned about list, a collection of items stored in a specific order. In this lesson, we are going to learn about dictionaries. A dictionary is another way to store a collection of information in Python, but it works differently from a list. Let me explain the difference with a real-world example. Think about an actual dictionary, the kind you use to look up the meaning of words. In a dictionary, every word has a meaning attached to it. You look for a word and you find its meaning right next to it. That is exactly how a Python dictionary works. Instead of storing items by their position like a list, a dictionary stores items as pairs, a key and a value. The key is like the word in your English dictionary. The value is like the meaning of the word. You use the key to look up the value. For example, if you want to store information about a student, instead of having separate variables for the name, age, and score, you can put everything together in one dictionary with keys like name, age, and score, each paired with their corresponding value. Let's open the terminal and go into our working directory. Let's create a new file for this lesson. Let's name it dictionary.py. Press I to switch to the insert mode. Let's create our first dictionary. Press escape, then save. Let's run the file. You can see that it printed the entire dictionary. Now let me explain the structure. A dictionary is defined using curly brackets. Inside, each item is a key value pair. The key comes first, then a colon, then the value. Each pair is separated by a comma. So, open quotation mark, name, close quotation mark, colon, space, open quotation mark, additional, close quotation mark, means that the key is name and the value is additional. Notice that I wrote each key value pair on its own line. This is not required. You can write the whole dictionary on one line, but writing it this way makes it much easier to read, especially when you have many pairs. Now, to access the value of a specific key, you write the dictionary name followed by the key inside square brackets. Let's update the file. Press escape and save. Then run the file. You can see that student open square bracket name printed additional, while student open square brackets age printed 26. Also, student square bracket score printed 85. This is how you access values in a dictionary using the key, not an index number like in a list. This is the key difference between a list and a dictionary. In a list, you access items by their position, like fruit square bracket 0, fruit square bracket 1, etc. In dictionary, you access items by their key, like student square bracket name, student square bracket age. Now let's learn how to add a new key value pair to a dictionary. To add a new pair, you simply write the dictionary name followed by the new key in square brackets and assign a value to it. Let's practice that. Press escape and save. Let's run the file. You can see that the first print shows the original dictionary with 4 pairs. The second print shows the updated dictionary with 5 pairs. Email has been added. Now let's learn how to update an existing value in a dictionary. Updating works the same way as adding. You access the key and assign a new value to it. If the key already exists, Python updates its value. If the key does not exist, Python creates it. Let's practice that in our file. Press escape and save. Let's run the file. You can see first print 85, which is the original score. Then the second print 92, which is the updated score. The score has been changed from 85 to 92. Now let's learn how to remove a key value pair from a dictionary. To remove a pair, we use the pop method and give it the key we want to remove. Let's try that in the file. Press escape, then save. Let's run the file. You can see that the first print dictionary with all the 4 pairs, but the second print the dictionary with 3 pairs. Country has been removed. Now let's learn some other useful dictionary operations. To get all the keys in a dictionary, we use the .keys operation. To get all the values in a dictionary, we use the .values operation. To check if a key exists in a dictionary, we use the in keyword, just like we did in the list. So let's practice all these 3 operations. Press escape, then save. Let's run the file. You can see that .keys operation printed all the keys: name, age, country, score. You can see that dot values printed all the values: additional 26, Nigeria 85. Name in student printed true because name is a key in the dictionary, but email in the student printed false because email is not a key in the dictionary. Now let's combine dictionaries with loop because just like with list, this is where dictionary become more powerful. To look through a dictionary and get both the key and the value at the same time, we use dot items operation. Let's update our file. Press escape, then save. Let's run the file. You can see that it printed each key and its value on a separate line, neatly formatted. The dot items method gives us each key value pair as we look through the dictionary. We store the key in the variable key and the value in the variable value, and then we use both inside the f string. Now let's go a step further. In Python, you can have a list of dictionaries. This is very common in real programs. For example, imagine you have a class of students. Each student have their own dictionary with their information. You can put all those dictionaries together in one list. Let me show you. Press escape and save. Let's run the file. You can see that it printed each student's name and score, one after the other. The for loop goes through the list, one dictionary at a time. Each time through, student holds the current dictionary. We then access the values using the student square bracket name and student square bracket score. Notice that inside the F string, we use single quotation marks for the dictionary keys. This is because the F string itself enclosed in double quotation marks. If we used double quotation mark for the key as well, Python would become confused about where the F string ends and where the key name begins. Using single quotation mark inside the double quotation mark avoids this problem. This pattern, a list of dictionaries, is something you will see often as you write more complex programs. Now, let's build a final practice program that brings everything together. Let's create a new file named contacts.py. Press I to switch to insert mode and let's type some codes. Press escape, then save. Let's run the file. You can see that it first printed all the contacts in a neat format like a contact book. Then it asked for a name to search. Let me type additional and press enter. You can see that it found additional's contact and displayed it. Let me run it again and search for a name that does not exist. Let me type Emeka and press enter. You can see that it printed contact not found. This is a real world program. It uses a list of dictionaries, a loop to display all contacts, user inputs, and another loop to search through the contacts. This is very similar to how contact book application works behind the scene on your phone. Now, let's push everything to the GitHub. Let's go and check GitHub. You can see that our new files have appeared in the repository.